bang i-record lahat ng transaction sa general journal? Nakaka-overwhelm, di ba? What if I told you may mas madali, mas organized at mas efficient na paraan? Welcome to the world of special journals. Huwag kang aalis, this could save you hours of work. Hey guys, welcome back to Project Accounting, where we simplify complex accounting topics para sa mga ABM students at future CPAs tulad mo. In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang mga special journals. Imagine meron kang tindahan at araw-araw may bentahan, bili, bayaran, koleksyon, paulit-ulit na transactions. Kung iisa-isahin mo pa lahat sa general journal, ang haba na ng libro mo. Kaya naimbento ang special journals para i-group ang similar transactions sa iisang lugar para mas organized, mas mabilis, at less error prone. So ano nga ba ang special journals? Ito yung mga books na designed specifically para sa madalas sa transactions. Instead na ihalo-halo sa general journal, nilalagay na lang sa specific journal na bagay sa kanila. So may apat na common special journals: Cash Receipts Journal, Cash Disbursements Journal, Sales Journal, at Purchases Journal. Let's go through them one by one with examples. Sales journal for credit sales of merchandise only. Ginagamit ito kapag nagbebenta ka ng on account. Ang source document usually for this journal is yung mga charge invoice or sales invoice to various customers or clients. Example, nagbenta ka kay Juan ng 10,000 worth of goods on account. Record mo yan sa sales journal, hindi na sa general journal. Next is Purchases Journal for credit purchases of merchandise. Kapag naman bumibili ka ng goods on account, dito mo ire-record. Usually, ang source documents for Purchases Journal ay yung mga invoices from the supplier. Example, bumili ka ng office supplies kay ABC on credit. Pasok yan sa Purchases Journal. Cash Receipts Journal for all cash inflows. Lahat naman ng pumapasok na pera, whether bayad sa utang, kita, or owner investment, dito mo ire-record. Ang source document for this journal is yung mga official receipts, cash receipts issued by the business. Example, may customer na nagbayad ng 5,000. Lagay mo yan sa cash receipts journal. And lastly, yung cash disbursements journal for all cash outflows. Opposite naman, kapag gumagastos o nagbabayad ka ng cash, ito ang gagamitin mo. Usually, ang source document naman dito is yung mga check voucher or cash voucher. Pwede rin yung mga cash receipts or official receipts from suppliers. Example, nagbayad ka ng 3,000 for utilities, record mo siya sa cash disbursements journal. So, ang general journal naman, ginagamit pa rin, pero pang special cases na lang, like adjusting entries, closing entries, error corrections, kaya ang special journals ang tunay na accounting besties mo sa daily operations. So, let's test your understanding. Sagutin mo sa comments, alin sa mga journals ang gagamitin mo sa mga transactions na to. 1. Nagbenta ka ng 8,000 merchandise on account. 2. Nagbayad ka ng 2,000 na renta. 3. Nakasingil ka ng 5,000 from a customer. Type your answers below and I'll reply if you got them right. So let's recap. Special journals help simplify repetitive transactions. Para hindi ka na paulit-ulit sa general journal, ginagamit ang special journals para sa madalas na transaction, tulad ng sales, purchases, cash receipts, at cash disbursements. Each journal has a specific purpose. May kanya-kanyang role ang bawat special journal. Sales journal for credit sales, purchases journal for credit purchases, cash receipts journal for cash in, at cash disbursements journal for cash out. General journal still used but only for special cases. Ginagamit pa rin ang general journal pero para na lang sa mga adjusting entries, closing entries, at corrections. So if you learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your classmates. This is Project Accounting, your partner in passing accounting subjects and beyond. See you in the next video.